AJ and Blaze received an invitation to participate in a mysterious race. The invitation came from a secretive figure known as the Collector. Intrigued by the prospect of a new challenge, AJ and Blaze accepted the invitation and set off to an abandoned racetrack deep in the woods. The Collector appeared. Wearing a dark cloak that concealed his face, he revealed the rules of the race. To win, AJ and Blaze had to conquer 3 treacherous challenges. If they succeeded, they would be rewarded with the ultimate prize. AJ and Blaze revved their engines, ready to face the unknown. As they raced through the forest, they encountered ghostly obstacles, twisted tree roots that grabbed at their wheels, and sinister spirits that tried to pull them off course. The power of Blaze and AJ's engineering prowess. For his own nefarious purposes, he aimed to create an unstoppable army of monstrous racing machines, forever changing the fate of Axelberg. With a sinister smile, the Collector disappeared into the night. One fateful evening, as Gabby was working in her garage, she received a strange distress signal coming from an abandoned factory on the outskirts of town. Concerned and curious, she called upon Blaze to join her on the investigation. Gabby and Blaze arrived at the dilapidated factory. They were greeted by an eerie silence. The air was thick with an ominous presence, and the flickering lights cast long shadows on the cracked walls. Ignoring the feeling of unease, Gabby and Blaze cautiously entered the dark building, their senses among the tangled wires and bubbling vats. They stumbled upon a strange contraption that emitted a faint, otherworldly glow. Curiosity got the better of Gabby, and she reached out to investigate. With a sudden surge of energy, the contraption activated, and a swirling vortex materialized before them. Gabby and Blaze encountered transformed versions of the monster. Machines, now menacing and uncontrollable. They were led by a corrupted Gabby, who wore a sinister grin and commanded the monsters with an iron fist. The corrupted Gabby reveled in chaos and destruction. Determined to spread darkness, Gabby and Blaze fought tooth and nail. To resist the corrupted versions of their friends, they navigated treacherous obstacles, evaded monstrous attacks, and used their wits to outsmart their adversaries. With every passing moment, the darkness threatened to consume them, but they're unwavering. Darrington was known for his love of adrenaline-pumping stunts and his vibrant personality. He was always seeking the next thrilling adventure, and his trusty monster machine, Blaze, was his faithful companion. Darrington received a mysterious invitation to participate in a high-stakes race in an abandoned amusement park. Eager for the chance to showcase his daredevil skills, Darrington accepted the invitation without hesitation. He revved up Blaze's engine, and together they set off to the desolate park. But the fun quickly turned into a nightmare. As the park's dormant spirits awakened, hungry for vengeance, ghostly figures materialized, their hollow eyes fixed on Darrington as they summoned a supernatural storm. As the race progressed, the malevolent spirits grew more relentless, their ghostly forms manifesting as menacing monsters. Darrington and Blaze raced against time, their hearts pounding with fear and determination. Darrington's signature jumps and gravity-defying tricks became a battle for survival. Darrington's unwavering bravery inspired Blaze to push even harder. They leaped over bottomless pits, narrowly avoiding the grasp of spectral hands, and outmaneuvered the relentless pursuit of the haunted rides. Though they were battered and exhausted, their unyielding spirit refused to be broken. Starla had a love for country music and a flair for adventure. Her faithful companion, Blaze, the red monster machine, was always by her side, ready for any challenge that came their way. The air turned frigid, and the atmosphere became heavy with an otherworldly presence. The floorboards creaked beneath their hooves, and the flickering lanterns cast eerie shadows on the walls. Starla's heart raced with a mix of excitement and unease, but she couldn't resist the allure of uncovering the heart of the farmhouse. Starla and Blaze discovered a hidden cellar. The heavy wooden door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit chamber filled with arcane symbols and an ominous aura. Within the cellar, a spectral figure emerged, a vengeful spirit with hollow eyes and tattered clothes. The ghostly presence revealed herself as Eliza, a former farmhand who had met a tragic end on the very same farm years ago. Consumed by bitterness and anger, she sought revenge on the living, using her supernatural powers to haunt the farm and all who dared to enter. Starla and Blaze stood their ground. Starla's compassion for Eliza's plight fueled her determination. To help the troubled spirit find peace, she began to sing a heartfelt country ballad, pouring her emotions into the lyrics, hoping to touch Eliza's tormented soul. Starla's voice resonated through the cellar. A flicker of recognition appeared in Eliza's eyes. Memories of her past, of love and loss, flooded her ethereal being. With tears streaming down her translucent face, Eliza's rage dissipated, and her vengeful powers weakened. Zeg was a hulking, blue dinosaur-like monster machine with a heart of gold. He had a playful nature but often found himself facing misfortunes due to his immense size and strength. Nevertheless, he was always accompanied by his faithful friend, Blaze. Zeg's curiosity got the better of him, and he ventured into the foggy abyss, unaware of the horrors that awaited him. Blaze, ever watchful, followed closely behind, concerned for his friend's safety. The familiar surroundings of Axelberg vanished, replaced by an unsettling and desolate landscape. The trees twisted like gnarled claws, and the ground was covered in a thick layer of damp moss. Zeg's usual cheerful demeanor waned, and an unexplainable sense of foreboding gripped him. The melody led them to an abandoned, dilapidated castle. Its ancient walls stood tall, emanating an aura of darkness. Cautiously, Zeg and Blaze entered the castle, their steps echoing through the empty corridors. Shadows danced and whispered as if alive, and a bone-chilling coldness permeated air. The spectral entity exuded an aura of malevolence, its ethereal form radiating with power. The Ghost King revealed his twisted desire to enslave the monster machines, seeking to harness their strength for his nefarious purposes. Zeg's instincts kicked in, and with a mixture of fear and determination, he refused to succumb to the Ghost King's wicked plan. Blaze stood steadfastly by his side, ready to defend his friend. Together, they engaged in a battle of wits and strength against the Ghost King and his spectral minions. Blaze was a remarkable red race car, with a heart full of determination and a thirst for adventure. Alongside his loyal friends and teammates, AJ and the rest of the monster machines, they always found themselves in exciting situations. A mysterious invitation arrived at the doorstep of the Axelberg garage. It was an invitation to participate in a high-stakes race at an abandoned racetrack deep in the heart of a haunted forest. Intrigued by the challenge, Blaze and his friends eagerly accepted, not realizing the horrors. But Blaze refused to back down. With AJ's guidance and his friends' unwavering support, he maneuvered through the haunted forest with speed and precision. He dodged ghostly obstacles, evaded phantom racers, and tapped into his blazing speed to outpace the vengeful spirits that haunted the track. In a burst of blinding light, the ghost racer's spectral form dissipated, leaving behind a sense of peace and tranquility. The haunted forest began to heal, its sinister aura replaced with vibrant life. Blaze and his friends emerged as heroes, triumphant over the forces of darkness that had threatened